just ran out of time.
Heroes. They claim to fight for the things that matter in life. Truth, family, law, order. And most of all, for life itself.
Hang on! I got you! What the hell? Why is it every time I come to visit, there's always a crisis? Are we under attack?
The scientifically impossible probably will happen.
I don't need to understand them. Just tell me what I can do.
No. I thought I had more time.
The universe is a complex piece of machinery, and balance must be maintained. One change requires another. How would you propose I keep the balance?
Will you help me save Barry and Kara or not?
No, but I will give you the means to save them.
Tell me what you need in exchange.
Whatever the multiverse requires to survive the crisis that is looming. When it is time.
So what bargain have I made? What does the multiverse require?
You assist me as we seek to prevent the inevitable.
That sounds impossible.
The multiverse is more complex than you could fathom.
What are you not telling me?
I've seen your future, Oliver. Inexorable and unavoidable. I have watched you die.
During this crisis.
I am truly sorry. I cannot prevent his passing. But he can prevent the deaths of countless more, including you and your daughter. But he needs to come with me tonight.
You have great power. Even though you've been raised as a human being, you are not one of them.
Hi everyone, happy Crisis year. So there's a whole bunch of Crisis on Infinite Earths Flash Season 6, Arrow Season 8 news. They announced a whole bunch of characters that we didn't know about before. Stephen Amell has been talking about bringing Tom Welling and canonizing all his Smallville stuff, so we'll break it all down. We're doing an IMAX ticket giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave your best Crisis on Infinite Earths theory on the video. All this stuff is information that they revealed publicly, so I don't consider this spoilery. So just doing this top 5 style. Number 5, Brandon Routh has totally been confirmed as the Kingdom Come version of Superman during the crossover. There was some confusion on the last trailer video I did at Comic-Con about which version of Superman he would play. During the Comic-Con panel, they said Kingdom Come Superman, but people on the video were like, no, they're never going to let him be Kingdom Come Superman. No, it's officially confirmed. That's the version that he's playing. He even came out on stage wearing a Kingdom Come outfit. But what they're doing is they're canonizing the events of Superman Returns, his Superman movie from back in 2006, to the Arrowverse, like they did with Smallville previously, and they're saying that that version of Superman became Kingdom Come Superman. If you haven't read the comic book story for it, it's amazing. It's one of the best DC stories of all time. Check it out. But it's this alternate dystopian future, so it's a much older version of Superman, which is why he has the white streaks in his hair. What they'll probably do is just put him in a Kingdom Come outfit, but the Kingdom Come Superman suit looks almost exactly like the Superman Returns suit. The emblem is different, but that's about it. He wears the same type of red trunks, the same belt with the loops over it. Because they're also bringing Tyler Hoechlin's Superman back, and they're going to show us his version of Lois Lane in the baby that they just had starting at the crossover last year. Remember, she was pregnant, they went away to have the baby and then come back. If they wind up killing a version of Superman, because they have to kill at least a couple big characters during the crossover, they'll probably kill Brandon Routh's Kingdom Come Superman, because it's already a big deal that they let the CW shows do a version of Superman to begin with. They're not going to let them do a couple different versions all at the same time. Usually when they get approval to do big characters like that, it's only for a one-off thing. So what's the biggest thing you can do if you could only use that character once? Well, he sacrifices himself in some huge epic display and you kill the character off, and it winds up being this huge moment. 4, really big news. Just this morning, they announced that Black Lightning is going to be in the crossover. A lot of you have been asking about Black Lightning for a while. The viewership for that show overall is actually pretty small, but there are a lot of you that I see commenting on videos that I know watch it and have been asking, will Black Lightning be part of the Arrowverse? Well, now apparently the star is confirming that he's going to take part in it, and once he does show up during that crossover, that will officially canonize the events of Black Lightning to the Arrowverse. Because it's so hard for them to actually do crossovers with those characters because they shoot in Atlanta and all the other Arrowverse shows shoot in Vancouver, he's probably just going to have a very brief cameo. They'll probably just do a montage with a bunch of different versions of Earth showing how the Anti-Monitor is wrecking the entire multiverse, and in a couple scenes, we'll just see him on his Earth witnessing what's going on. They haven't confirmed how many universes they're going to wind up destroying and whether or not they're going to fold Supergirl into Earth 1's continuity so that it's easier for her to cross over with the other characters. 3, next big detail, Stephen Amell is playing other characters besides Oliver Queen during the crossover. I'm assuming that it'll be alternate universes where Oliver grew up to be somebody else with a different name, but the other people that he's playing won't just be alternate Green Arrows from other Earths. The idea is that they're trying to be as comic booky as possible, so whoever these other characters he's playing are, they're probably super deep cuts from the comics. They also confirmed Tommy Merlin is coming back during Arrow Season 8, and he's probably going to participate in the crossover, but they said that they're doing a thing that the fans have been asking for a long time with his character. Reading between the lines, that probably means that Tommy Merlin will be an alternate Dark Archer during Arrow Season 8, because everybody kind of wanted to see him become the next Dark Archer, but he was always busy on that other TV show of his. So it's been really hard the last couple of years for him to come back and cameo on the show. But now, because he left that other show that he was on, he's completely free to star in a lot of Arrow Season 8 episodes. 2, Titans Season 2 is going to be starting September 6th in just a couple weeks. They will air all their episodes before the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover is done, but as of right now, it doesn't seem like they are participating in Crisis at all. Right now, it's kind of like a Netflix Marvel and MCU situation, where you have a bunch of characters that are all from the same comics, but you never really see the characters interact with each other on screen. So I'm assuming all the Titan stuff is just happening in a different universe, and they will not cross over during Crisis. The Titan Season 2 trailer is going to be dropping really soon. They were going to drop it during Comic-Con, but one of their stuntmen died during Comic-Con weekend, and they wanted to honor him, so they said they would drop it at a more appropriate date. So just expect that in the next couple of weeks. But like I said before, Jorah Mormont from Game of Thrones is playing their Batman. He's going to be in a bunch of episodes. Jason Todd is a series regular. He's going to be in most of the episodes. The actor has been teasing a lot of Red Hood stuff, so it sounds like they're going to be setting up for a Red Hood arc. They have Connor Kent Superboy with Krypto. They have Deathstroke, Rose Wilson Ravager in a Ravager costume, her brother Jericho, the Garth version of Aqualad, and obviously eventually they're going to put their Dick Grayson in a Nightwing costume. But they did confirm that they're building up to a Judas contract in Season 3, so I think all the Deathstroke family stuff during Season 2 is just going to be building towards that, and they'll give all the Terra stuff from that storyline to the Ravager character, and they'll put her on the team, and she'll be the one that betrays them all. Number 1, though, a lot of people have been asking me about this. Tom Welling Superman cameo from his Smallville in Crisis on Infinite Earths. There have been a lot of rumors flying around the internet. Stephen Amell recently said that they're trying to get him to come back actively, so it sounds like people are talking to Tom Welling, and if he doesn't wind up coming back, it's because Tom Welling didn't want to come back, not that they didn't try to get him to come back. But if they're already doing Burt Ward from the 1966 Batman TV series, Kingdom Come Superman, Brandon Routh, and bringing Tom Welling back would just be a one-off, very special, brief thing. It feels very believable that this could happen. It's still just a rumor, but it's so plausible that you're like, oh, of course they would have to do something like that. This is supposed to be the biggest thing that they've ever done in the history of TV. Why wouldn't you bring back Tom Welling for that? My guess is that if he is going to be in the crossover, they won't confirm that he's in it until they drop a big trailer, and it'll be like a big trailer reveal like Spider-Man and Captain America Civil War, like, surprise, we have Spider-Man. Or they won't say anything, he'll just show up in the episode and everybody will just crap their pants. Here's my big question for you guys though. Would you want them to put Tom Welling in the trailers if it meant that, say, like an extra 1 million people would tune in to watch the crossover? There's always a fine balance that you strike in how much you reveal in the trailers, and if it's going to mean almost double the amount of people watching the episode live when it airs, then it's probably worth it. But there are probably going to be a bunch of surprises that we won't see until the actual episodes drop. There's a whole bunch of Marvel Phase 4 videos that I'm still working on. While you wait for that, click here to learn all about what's going on with Spider-Man 3, and click here for my Thor 4 Love and Thunder teaser video. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.